Hello everyone. Hello Mike. Hello, hello. Hmm. So we printed the Klyros miniature, but didn't really work as expected. I don't have the pictures yet, but it seems that the wing it seems that the wing broke. Um, I don't know if the problem is this. But what they told me is that the wing actually destroyed itself. It's strange because here is fairly deep, right? I mean, I can make it even larger. I mean, how far this is from the other side, that's the question. Yeah, maybe not very big, yeah. I mean, there are certain parts like here, like from here to here, which is actually fairly big, right? But there are other parts here at the bottom that probably are not far apart enough, right? Like this one. Ooh, this one is also very, very thin. This one is super thin. Maybe I underestimated a bit this part. Because here I think is okay. Like between here and here is fine. But this one's at the bottom. It's strange that the 3D printing program doesn't tell you, right? The areas they will break, right? Or the critical areas. So it's kind of strange though. Indicating walls are thinner that your printer nozzle can rapidly extrude. Yeah, but this is not. I mean, this is not my problem. My problem is not that he has to wait, right? I don't know, but anyway, one of the wings was probably too thin. Now we need to decide how. I mean, what is the minimum, right? What is the minimum? I think these two are actually super close. I think this 2 is less than 0.5 millimeter probably. Yeah, 0.4. I think anything that is below 0.5 millimeter is really at risk, right? It's really at risk. And that is probably even less than that. This one I cannot even click it. Yeah, 0.4. There is also oh, why is not what? No, 0.3. Yeah, this part I guess was my mistake, but it's very hard to detect all the small surfaces, right? So if the program doesn't tell you. Okay, guys, what I want to do today, yeah, we will have to reprint that, I guess. We will have to reprint that miniature, but we will do it. Okay. So the question for you is, what other buildings we should have in our monster city? Now, I try to put the pieces in a scenery like this, right? Now, what I see is that it looks kind of decent if the ground is actually this color, right? Because it brings, you know, it makes this line a bit less evident. I mean, it's still evident, but a bit less, right? But unfortunately, if the ground is just green, that line looks like super strong, right? And so if I color it back, right, all grass, right? So this is all grass, right? You see that that line is super strong, and I don't know actually how to fix it. I also made this one that is not a cake, but is like a giant mouth, right, of some kind. I still want to make a few. So one of the thing that I was, you know, reasoning is. If in a certain area, right, there is a mine or something that the players want to access, do we have a way for the monsters to actually block that area? Or can we have maybe a temporary mining spot, or like a special spot, right, where these elements are placed and defending the spot. So this is what I'm thinking. So I think we need some another thing that I would like to do is to create like a boundary, like a perimeter where The problem of creating a boundary is that in theory we could do it with barricades, right? But this particular race we never use barricades, right? Because they are monsters. But what I'm thinking is if they can have something like this, that maybe is not obviously this, right? But it's something like this that is actually blocking access from the outside, right? So that is actually blocking access. I mean, we can actually block access just by having something that does range damage. We were discussing yesterday of range damage, and exactly. Exactly. The tower. The tower. We found out how a tower could be, right? The tower. It's kind of funny, actually. That is actually kind of funny. By the way, those are kind of wrongly mapped. I see. Okay. I slightly modified the shapes because I think they were looking a bit too square, so I made it you know, a bit more angled like this. And also if you look at from the top, and also if you look at this way, you see not all now is in the same line, right? There are a bit of differences right here. Yeah, it goes up, it goes a bit up and down. Before it was perfectly horizontal. I think it was looking a bit weird, right? It's perfectly horizontal. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Hula. Hi. So what I would like to do, what the fuck? Only. Bam, 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 bam. So yes, I created this one yesterday night. In the night at like 3 a.m. or so, no, not 3 a.m. No, maybe at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I created this thing. It looks a bit like a cake, right? But it's not a cake. So don't say it's a cake, okay? No, it's not a cake. It's not. It's not a cake. It's not. May look like a cake, but it's not. What happened? I'm trying to reuse as much as I can, you know, to do it quicker, but may not be the greatest idea actually. But we will try anyway. Just because yes. I'm trying to think. I don't know, guys. We're just testing few weird ideas. Testing few weird ideas. Should this be like that, or it should be? So basically, we are saying that this is the way this is, pretty much. But then it looks too similar to the creature, right? I don't want this to look similar to the creature. I don't want this to look similar to the creature. I want to do less work as possible, but yes, true, but at the same time, I don't want this to look exactly like the creature, otherwise, otherwise, if you have any ideas or sketches or whatever, let me know, okay? If you have any ideas, what I'm trying to do at the moment is kind of a turret. So something that actually shoots projectiles in defense, right? Shoots projectiles to defend. So probably actually thinking about it, right? Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. What happens when he does this? I don't understand. I mean, don't look at the texture at the moment because the texture is completely off, right? The texture is completely off. Resident Evil? Maybe. What is this? No! We left Perhaps you can search on your lib to find a nice effect. A nice effect for what? Which kind of effect, Ulla? Which effect do you see in this? Which effect do you see? Hmm. 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 Wow, there's two eyes. Do you see the two eyes at the bottom? Kind of scary. Where are they? Here. Look at these two eyes. There is a demon inside of that, and also the two horns. Look at the two horns with the... There is a demon inside of that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Ah! Pam, 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 pam. Sometimes it seems that there are the same songs, you know. But no, it's just that certain songs are more recognizable than others. I think that's the only thing. Which kind of effect, Ulla? You didn't answer, eh? You want an effect? What effect you want? What effect you want, huh? I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea. Probably not. This is probably not a good idea. Pa para pa para pa 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 para pa 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 pam. Pa para pa para pa pam. Pa para pa para pa pam. Which kind of effect you want? Which kind of effect? I don't know, but what effect is something more good than a simple consumer using his body for dropper things against you? I mean, it needs to be of the same type, you know? It needs to be... It needs to be a similar creature, right? I don't know, guys. Sometimes we just try stuff and we see if it works. I don't know. I don't know. He's shooting these things. He's shooting these things to you, okay? That is what he's shooting. He's shooting these things to you. Easy. What? Bra. What? You crazy? What do you mean? Huh? Why you cannot select? Jesus, why? First of all, why all of that is seamed in a weird way, right? First, but second, why cannot? What? You seen this as a what? Because it's not connected. No, it is connected. That's very strange, actually. It's very strange. That is very strange. So you don't like this, Ula? Eh? You think it's not good, or you don't like it, huh? I don't know why this thing is so square. On one side, because on the other side, on this side is very square, and this side is more detailed. I mean, it's a bit weird the way it is, right? So like on this side we have something like this, and on the other side we don't. Which, by the way, this is completely unnecessary. I mean, the only thing that is necessary maybe is this, right? But so you don't like my weird creation, huh? Okay. Fine. This is really completely asymmetrical. I don't know, it's just a weird... This thing is just completely asymmetrical. I mean, just... at the end is an organic thing, so it could be a bit weird, but... It's not about if you like or dislike, I just hope the player don't see a consumer doing ugly things with his body. Then a nice effect can change how players see the thing. But you mean a particle effect? When you say effect, you mean a particle? On top of this, or what? Like a, you know... Why? Ridiculous. I don't know, I'm trying. There was a... What was the... What was the... There was an adventure game very long time ago. The Day of the Tentacle. The Day of the Tentacle. Yes, yes. The Day of the Tentacle, where there was this thing. You remember this thing? There was this thing in the game. Maniac Mansion, The Day of the Tentacle. Yeah, that's it. That's basically what I'm creating now. It's basically this. I mean, players will not see it as a body of a consumer. They will not see that. It's very hard to make it, I mean, to think that it's the same, right? I don't think people would think it's the same thing. I don't think so. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Now the problem will be how to make this actually shoot, right? That is not very easy. How can we make this thing really shoot stuff? I mean, we just assume it because we are a role-playing game and so we don't care, or do we really want this thing to be able to shoot? I think it would be very hard to be able to shoot. I think it would be very hard. Because I will have to make a kind of a projectile and then I will have to remove them from here. I mean, it's a freaking mess. I will have to do a separate, you know? So it's, I don't know, maybe in the future, but at the moment, I don't think I will. No. Doesn't do it. Why? Okay. Okay. So I think you need to copy the way cat throws shoot magic arrow for this thing to shoot. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can have this thing shoot. I don't know yet, but that's kind of the idea. What happened here? Oh. It's like a giant cactus. Okay, so now I have few questions for you. The first question is it better with or without these things? So it's better without or is better with? So do we want to have some kind of... It looks more and more like a person. With the two eyes, you know. Please rotate, GG. Cannot rotate. For whatever reason, it cannot rotate. What is the problem in rotating? Yeah, exactly. What is the problem? We need to decide where the ground is, right? We need to decide where the ground is. So if this is just a... I think the one at the back are kind of nice, but the one at the front, I don't like them too much. By the way, they're all kind of... They're all a bit wrong, but... I mean, assuming it's an organic thing, may also be fine. I don't understand the question. You can make a defense mode with a lot of picks and a PC shooting some... a lot of picks? What do you mean a lot of picks? I don't like these three things. I think they look weird. I think they look a bit weird. Huh? No, 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 no. well. There is still all the inside, huh? No, the inside we don't need. There is the mouth. A lower guy. The geometry here is very inconsistent. Very, very bad. Like I cannot even cut off, you know, a single piece because it's not correct. I don't know. Bad thing. If you have any ideas of any kind, let me know, huh? Any ideas? Yeah, we are missing some geometry here and there, but fine. I mean, in certain places there is more than needed, like here, and in other places there is less. I mean, it's just because this was previously the head of the creature, right? So it is why it looks so weird. No. I mean, I don't even know why this is the way it is, but fine. Not too bad. Ideas for everything. Ideas for this turret or ideas for other... I mean, ideas for... to make this better. Or ideas to make other pieces of the city. The city of the consumers. Ha 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 ha. The city. Ha 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 ha. The city. Hello, who joined? Hello, hello, the joy of coding. Hey, raiding me with a party of 6. Hello, hello. Hi, hi. The joy of coding. Let's see who you are right now. The joy of... Do you have joy in coding? Nice. Look, I can open Rider and show you some C++ if you want. Look at this. Do you want to see a lot of classes? Ah, look at our CPP files. Do you want to see one CPP file that is really done the wrong way? Ah, this one, our character class. How many lines is it? 9,000. 9,000 lines. That's a real joy. Real joy. Real joy. Ah, that's you, eh? Hello, hello. What do you do? What do you do? Ah, you also Blender thingies. You Blender thingies, you environment thingies as well. You material thing, and you place items around. I see. German and English. Fluff Adventure, A Tale of Fur and Steel. I see. I see. Let me follow you. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We built this game, which actually is released. So if you want to play it, you can just download it and play it. And this game is an MMO. Well, it's more of a role-playing game, actually. I mean, but technically it's an MMO, but practically it's a role-playing game. In a setting that we created, right? In our own setting, and we have different races, different creatures, different quests. You can craft stuff in the game. You can visit different cities, you have spells, you have a bit of combat as well. You have weird places like this and such. Yeah, there is a building, by the way. Yeah, it's a building. And yes, we, yeah, and I'm trying to improve it, you know? To slowly improve it. So what we are doing at the moment, we created some pieces like this. Hello, thank you for the follow. The joy of coding, hey, thank you for the follow. We are creating some pieces for our for a bit of a creature town. And no, this is not a cake. A bit of a creature town. Now, the creatures, except for this, the creatures are these ones, right? There is the actual creature that lives here. Well, it lives wherever we put it, right? And this creature can build organic building, right? Biological buildings or something. There are these ones, right? And I'm trying to create a decent variety of this building. So we created a few. I mean, this is a bit weird, I know. But it is basically like an underground tunnel entrance, right? Where they come out of, right? And so I was trying to create, now, I don't know where they will see. I mean, they will be able to spawn the buildings in any place, right? And the idea would be that they can build a small city and that the players can destroy the city. A bit like StarCraft, you know? A bit like, I don't know. So they build and the player destroy. The fact is that some of these buildings have special characteristic. For example, the one that I'm making now may be a kind of a turret, right? Shooting this blades or I don't know, or claws, or how do you want to call these things? I don't know. Shooting those things, right? And yeah. So this is what I'm making. That is what I'm building. And yeah, I want to use the same texture, hopefully. The same texture of our creature, right? So that we don't I don't understand these weird seams. I mean, what? Huh? What is... Who created those weird seams, huh? I don't know, but it's everywhere. So I think that the boolean, because I think we cut this off with a boolean, and I think that created a bunch of weird. I don't know why. Ah, wait a second. What happened? Don't do that. What? Okay. Yeah, I created a bunch of... But anyway, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Sometimes I'm just pressing the wrong buttons. That's why. But yeah. I don't know why he sees like this as a loop, right? I don't understand why when I do Alt select, it's selecting this. I mean, it's so weird. And it's not selecting the circle, right? So that's very strange. And now it's not selecting anything anymore. GG! Why there are the little... These weird little thingies. It is only there? No, it's pretty much everywhere. I think the cut was not really a clean cut then. I don't know why though. I mean, we can fix it. We can fix it. I mean, it's doing it slightly better, but okay. So now, what do we do with these openings? We bevel them to death until they look decent, or no? Probably yes. Huh? So I will have to bevel. But I think I would like to make them, you know, that they look. I mean, did they come out and down or no? That's a good question. That's a good question. Probably yes. So I have to do what? I have to do this. So this comes out a bit. And this goes in, so like that. So he has a bit of a bump, right? He has a bit of a bump here. And we have to do it for all of them. No. Okay, we can. I mean, if the alt selection helps us, I think it's not too bad. Because it's just a bevel and another bevel, right? It's just a bevel and another bevel. And then he's taking this and pushing it out, and the other one pushing it in, right? I mean, assuming that I can do it along a decent... So. What happened? Something bad happened. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. No, okay, we fixed it. Yeah, something like this, right? So they just have a bit of a bump, no? By the way, guys, if you have any suggestions on what I should do different, let me know, eh? Let me know. Let me know. So, there is, I mean, if you don't have it go out a bit, it will not even be visible, right? I mean, if this is not big enough, what happened? Yeah, if this is not big enough, right? It will not even be visible. I don't know if you are still here, Joy of Coding, but if you are here, can you tell us a bit about your game? I don't know, what you're doing. I mean, I've seen it a bit, but I mean, do you do it as a hobby? I mean, do you do it as a real thing, so you want to get money out of it, or you're part of a studio or something, or... Yeah, I think this bevel kind of makes sense, by the way. But then... yeah, one of the issues is to move it out properly. Here we do things a bit as a hobby, right? Like I'm working on this in my spare time. But we reached, I mean, we managed to do good stuff at the end, even doing it, you know, for fun. I think we managed to do a bit of what we wanted. I'm making it bigger and bigger every time, but okay. Oh wow, stick to vertex. Very risky business. Does this thing make sense or no? Yeah, I think it does. I mean, I will have to remove the sharp, obviously, but we will do another run of auto smooth, and hopefully we'll remove it. I think you are gone already, which is understandable. Usually, when you raid a stream, you are about to go, right? When you raid another stream, you are about to go. Now, uh-oh. Now, here we have a bit of a mess. Why we have this? I mean, it's still a bit weird, but less than before. Okay. Again, I'm improving as I as I do it. The last one. And then we only have to texture it. No. No. Only. I don't know why there are so many weird additional vertices. I don't know. Bah. Mysteries. The stupid event of the stupid game. Oh my god, the stupid event of the stupid game. I think I'm making it bigger and bigger as I go, but I mean, this one is definitely bigger. Okay, let's do the stupid event of the stupid game, okay? 10 minutes. The stupid game is Throne and Liberty, which is an MMO that I'm actually playing only for scientific purposes. Only to understand how it works and to port good stuff to our game. Well, I don't know. But, yeah. It's a really stupid game. Yeah, it's a very grindy game, but it's not bad, I would say. It's not bad. There are some interesting concepts, even if the overall grind. This thing is too square, huh? I mean, like from here, right? Like from here to here to here to here. I mean, it's really too square, huh? How do we move it now? Jeez Louise, how do we move it? We have to scale this on the X and then move it on the Y. Yeah, slightly better. Okay, where is the stupid game? Where is the stupid game? Ah, here it is. Ah, here it is. Well, let me move it to the other window. I mean, to the other monitor. So that while it's loading, you know, we can still do stuff here. I mean, the best would be to have also the same on the back. No, I don't think so. I think here it will be a bit more rough, but fine. But basically now the question is... Yeah, there are still some stupid vertexes around, but fine. The question is, assuming that we have this thing that looks like a bit like a tentacle, right? I mean, it is a tentacle, actually. It is actually a tentacle. Let me see, where do we go? Oh wow, 21,000 coins to go to the event today. Holy shit, 21,000 coins. That's a lot of money. I hope we get something good then. Is there anyone here or no? If there are other players, we can. If there are no other players, it's very hard. Ah yes, there are other players here. Okay, nice. So 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get this thing done. Right? Problem is that this place is not a great place. There are stupid creatures, stupid monsters. But anyway, I think we can do this. We can put yeah, let's do this. Exactly. I found a solution to do it quickly. So we have to reach 50 creatures kill in a group. And at the moment we are already at 13. Which sounds pretty good actually. Considering I just started. So it seems that, yeah, because I put a bow, I do a bit of damage to everyone. I think it's easy. The only thing I have to be sure is that I don't die, because if I die, I have to restart from 0. That's the only thing I have to take care of. So 1 second, guys, I'm on the other screen. I'm trying to finish this shit, arenas. I'm at 29 already. 30. Well, it was quicker than any other place then. So yeah, they have this event where you have basically to farm creatures with other players, but they did it very bad because there is no challenge at all. So it's super easy. I mean, it's like insanely easy. The only difficult part is that it happens only twice a day at very specific hours. So if you're not available at that time, you basically cannot get it, right? Which is kind of weird to me, but a lot of this game is based on time, right? On specific hours that you have to be on to experience some stuff, right? You cannot play when you want. You have to play where they want, and I think it's kind of annoying. Okay, we are at 48 already, so I think that we're nearly done. Okay, we are done now. So now that we are done, we have to go and find to get the chest, which I don't know where is it, but we will see. It will appear in some time. Probably it's above. Okay. Probably it's upstairs. Maybe. Is it here? Don't see it. Everyone is going in this direction, so I'm just following the group. It's there, huh? Probably. Yeah, it's here. Okay, then now we just have to wait that the chest spawns, and that's it. Okay, done. Well, yeah, done. Okay, so I'm back. The chests are here. Wait. Got it. We got a pair of boots that are completely useless. Fantastic. No, because I can put them. Okay, yeah, they have a use, but not a fantastic use, but they have a use. Yes. Okay, nice. At least we use this for something, so I can quit. Done. Easy. How much it took? Like 10 minutes, huh? Okay, so now that we have this giant tentacle, right? So I would like to avoid texturing it exactly like our creature. I mean, vertically, like it is now, because otherwise it will look too similar, right? So like if I do it like this, it looks too similar. So what we can do, I think we can slice it horizontally, right? A bit like we have also the other building. So starting at the bottom, and I don't think we need any of this. So unfortunately we have to decide where to seam it, right? So at a certain point we need to cut it off, and maybe it will be this line, right? I think that is probably the easiest line. So we'll have to seam it like that. And then I would like to seam it kind of horizontally as well, where we repeat, well, basically we repeat this pattern over and over, right? Now, I don't know if it's really a good idea to cut it off this way, right? But I don't know. Let me try a second and see what happens. Because anyway, I need some repeatability, right? I need... So I will have to repeat this a few times. And obviously, all these things are seamed as well. Wait, let me do the shading so that we have something a bit better. Oh wow, that's anyway 60 degrees. Wow. Okay, well, it's a bit of a pity that this is sharp, so Maybe we will. I mean, I'm okay to have the outside sharp, but I don't like to have the inside sharp because this should be as smooth as possible, right? So the way we can seam it here for sure, because here we will use the yeah. So we will do it like we did the other buildings, pretty much. Creating models, guys, takes a lot of time. Creating models takes a lot of time until the AI becomes, you know, smart enough to create models for us. Maybe one day will be. At the moment, there are not really 3D program, right? 3D AI. I mean, so but hello 911 raid a. On 91 I raid, whatever. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. And welcome. We are working on a bit of a alien structures here. Right? Now, in theory, it would be better if this seam is actually here so that we may hide a bit of the line. Well, actually, the line will be very visible here. But, yeah, I have to think about that a bit. Also, I think it would be nice if we could do this. Right? And this. So that is not that square. It's a bit smoother, right? Slightly smoother. Yeah, like for example, that is pretty stupid. Line. Okay, so let's say that we do it this way, right? If we do it this way, we take this. Exactly. And then we have to decide if we want the bottom to be like this, or if you want the bottom I mean, for sure we have to scale this because this thing is fairly big, right? Yeah, exactly. And then from here up, right, we should have another thing. Now, how big it is? I think that from here to here, maybe we can do it. From here to here. I think it's kind of risky, but let's see. So if I seam this. Well, more this than that, I guess. And then we do this and we do the same. I don't know. I don't know, my friends. So basically, there is eyes up. Okay, eyes up. And this should be eyes down. Yes, exactly. I think we can still scale it twice like we did with the other. And then trying to but the problem is that we will hit the white part. We will hit the white part. So it probably means that I have to split it before. So I have to split it here. Looks like. It looks like. No, but actually, sorry. Wait. Actually, it's not like that. But if I do, yeah, but I have the same problem, right? Yeah, I have the same problem. That this is going to be. Yeah, I have the same problem. And also, this is not fully, but you know, it's better than nothing. I think it's. But yeah, I think we have to sim it here. Otherwise, we do damages to the. Why this thing looks double? Because it is double. It is double? No. Everything is double here. No. Why? Also this side. Fuck. Also this side. Everything is double. No. There will be a bit of a, you know, anomalies here and there. I mean, I hope it's not everywhere, but I mean, I've seen it because that line was like looking duplicated, man. But we may have other fuck ups here and there. But fine. Nothing is perfect, right? Nothing is perfect. Sorry, I'm reading you now. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm building this. We have a bit of a city that I want. Yeah, this kind of elements, right? This kind of monster elements of buildings that I want to place. And basically, the monster is this one. The creature is this one, right? And he's able to, in theory, build these things. And I'm building pieces so that then we can put them in the game, right? So that we can create a city like, well, not really city, but like buildings like area. And in theory, they are able to... They are able to build these cities by themselves, right? In theory. But we will see if they can do it. We will see. Okay, so up to here we are good, but then from here up, what do we do? I don't think we can do it in one chunk, right? I mean, we can try, but I don't think it will be one chunk. Oh, wow. By the way, this is coming out... this is coming out this way. Yeah, I understand why. It's coming out this way because yes. So in theory for us, this is the line, right, of separation between the two areas. But wait, in this case, no. In this case, the line of separation is I don't really like to have this white part. I think this white part looks very out of place on top of this thing. So I think I have to fold it. I mean, I think I have to, yeah, I think I have to take from here up, right? So all of this, and I have to fold it back. So which will make will be a bit problematic, but okay, let me see if I can do something without doing giga damage. I mean, doing like a bit of damage, but not giga damage. Okay, like if I do this, there is already a slightly more horizontal, right, than and obviously I'm doing damages, but I hope they are reasonable damages. I mean, I know I am. I know. But now that we have something like this, I can cut this part more easily, right? And so I can split it, I can... What? Interesting. Split. Can you split it, please? Doesn't want to. Fuck. What do you mean? Split this. Split it. Yes, selection. Ah, because I have the... Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry. Because I had the... yeah. The thing. So if we move this down... Now, obviously, it will not be perfect. It will have some problems, but it will look a bit broken. But I hope it doesn't look super broken. It just looks slightly broken. Let me see. This part is fine, but then this part is fucked. Why this part is fucked? Because I don't have to start from there. I don't have to start from there. Okay, you want it the other way? Yeah, but the other way would be a full duplication though. Well, I can still move it left or right, so it will look slightly different. Right? In theory, we could do the same with all the yeah, here I already did it. So it's one, yeah, it's already... I mean, obviously there is a line here that you are going to see, right? There is a line here that you will see, but I cannot do anything about it. Just because we are reusing this in, Do I like it? Well... Yes and no. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think it is fine. I think it is fine. Why there is a line, a white line here? Why? Huh? Tell me. Tell me why there is this white line there. Why? Why? Because these 1, 2, and 3 vertices are too low? Yes. Okay, fine. Done. Actually, I don't know if I really like it, because I think there is a bit too much flash and too little... I don't know if I like it, boys. That's the problem. That's the problem. I mean, I can make another round of that, but this means that I have to rotate this. But then we will see the white, huh? But then we will see the white. Well, I can just shrink it a bit and we don't see the white anymore. I don't know if he convinced me actually, but okay. Let's try to do this. It looks like he could move freely, good for aiming, as it's not really a melee structure. No, it's not a melee structure. I think he's shooting this. He's shooting these things to you. He's shooting these darts to you in theory. Now in practice, I don't know if I can make it really shoot, but that is kind of the idea. And you know, we are a role-playing game, so we will just pretend. We will just pretend. I mean, in theory, I can animate it, right? I can do a lot of stuff. I could animate it. I could make it actually shoot stuff properly. I mean, if you want to spend time on it, right? We can do a lot, but it will take a lot of time. It will take, I don't know, 10 hours. I don't know. It will take time. It will take time. Maybe less, but it will take time. So I don't know if it's worth it at the end. That is what I'm saying. This is what I'm thinking, actually. I'm like, should we do this? I don't know. I'm like, should we do this? I don't know. I think the inside will be black, even if I know that it looks a bit weird, but I think it's the easiest. It's the easiest solution. Ouch. Why these ones are not centered in any way? It's pretty badly centered, huh? Hey, you know, it's a small thing, but still, you know. I mean, it's one single building, but still it takes time, you know, to do all of this. It really takes time. Why is doing that? Takes a lot of time, my boys. Why did that? Huh? Bah. Sometimes the alt selection is very strange. I mean, it can also be misclicks, yes, but... Okay, so in theory, all the backs are black. Right? So that is black. Nah. You see there are errors somewhere. Because this one was not selected. Is there a double? No. Okay. So this one we assign to black. And the rest we just try to unwrap and see how it goes. Okay, is the outside, is this the outside or is this the inside? That's the outside, unfortunately. Okay. That's the outside. Why is doing this? Yeah, because probably this thing is longer here, right? This is why. That is why it's doing it that way. Now the problem is that we need this border. So this is the border that we want to have with this thing. So I will have to do a lot of damage here. I will have to do a lot of damage to make this thing straight, right? Because I want this to be straight. And I want this to be straight, but to make it straight, I have to do a lot of damage. Yeah, I think like this is enough, probably. Now, if I scale it... problem is that... I mean, or I do this... You know what we can do also? We can do exactly the opposite. So that the inside is white. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't know if I want to do this, right? Which I assume is a bad idea for different but also because then I have to do it for all of them. But probably will make my life slightly easier. If I do this, I can really scale properly this here and make it as big as we want. And so now the border becomes a real border. Even if I have to say, it looks pretty fucked up. It looks kind of fucked up, actually. Oh. Yes and no, yes and no. I think it looks a bit fucked up just because it's too small, right? I think even if we made it kind of small, I mean kind of bigger, it's still too small, and so it looks a bit broken. I mean, we can make it bigger, but if we make, I mean, I'm thinking, you know, to make it like huge compared to what it is now, but I don't know. Because it looks a bit too small, actually. I mean, I can make the border very big, right? But then... I mean, it is it, the question is it better? Probably yes. Yes, it is better, yes. It is. It is because it gives more character to the whole thing. I mean, it's still a bit messy because the separation line, you know, is not very clear, but I think if we make it larger, is probably nicer. Now, the big issue is that we are doing damage to the underlying texture now. So we're doing damage to the... More than this? I don't know. Because I think that that texture looks good if you can actually see it, because if you don't, you know, if you don't see it. Now here is not texture yet, huh? So here we still have to do the work, huh? Which, by the way, with the larger texture seems to be slightly simpler. But yeah, I think I will do the same. Yeah, I will do the same. And see what happens. So basically we want this to be on our border. All the three, right? And then this needs to be inside somehow, yeah. I think, I don't know. I think it looks bit confusing, right? But maybe it's also a matter of light. Maybe with a better light, you know, it looks better. That's possible. Like if we make, you know, if we make this sharp, I think it's already sharp, by the way. No, it's not. I think we can make that sharp so that the border is very visible, right? The border is very separate, right? But I don't know, we will have to see it in Unreal, because here is too simple, and here the rendering is too simple. It's not really visible. It looked like there was a double vertex, but no, there is not. So we make this thing bigger, eh? Ah, what happened here? Wait a second. Wait. No? No, because I saw that it was not selecting the... Huh? No, probably not. So we make it larger. Okay. Minimum stretch. I don't understand too much why we have this stupid double vertices here. Why we have this stupid double vertices everywhere? I don't know. Hey, it takes time, my boys. It takes time. It seems easy, but it's not. It looks easy, but it's not. Takes time. Takes time, unfortunately. I mean, it's not bad to do this, huh? I mean, I kind of like it. It's not that I don't like it. But I would like to move on, you know, and see the creatures using this, right? So this is what I'm willing to see. Yeah, the problem is that I made so many. I made so many. And now I'm suffering the consequences of my choice. It looks like you LOL RP, you are shot with 5 consumer darts, you lose health, but yeah, exactly. How does combat in Planeshield actually work? Are there levels or something, like could only max level player go to the tribe to defeat the Yeah, we have, well, we don't have levels, but we have a skill system. So you level up your skills, like sword, shield, and whatever you need, right? So you level up that, and you may say that the sum of all your ranks is pretty much the strength of your character, right? So you can kind of say it like that, right? Yeah. So the sum of all your ranks. And you have armor skill, you have weapon skill, you have shield skills, then you have obviously crafting skills, magic skills, any kind of skills. Any kind. And yeah, the sum of your skills is basically your strength, your overall strength. In fact, if you want to compare the strength of the player to a monster, we do it by summing up all weapon skills, right? So that's one way to do it. That's the way to do it. Yeah. I thought this would take less, but you know, it's very hard to predict. It's very hard to predict at the beginning where you will end up, and mainly because we are creating stuff on the fly, right? We don't really have a plan per se. I mean, it's not that we are, you know... I have some missions. I write like some text to say, okay, this is our new mission. We're gonna do this and that, right? So that we do it usually, but then after that is very open, right? It's very open. We can I'm getting a bit faster as we execute it, as usual. Monkey does, monkey learns. But yeah, if you have other ideas for other buildings, let me know, okay? So what other buildings we can have compared to, I mean, in addition to the ones that we already built, right? Which buildings? Because the more buildings, the better. Because then the city will look more, will look different, right? If everything is the same, It was the last one? Jeez. Let me save this. I'm not saving since like 2 hours or 3 hours, 2 hours. How does a player tell what? How does a player tell if that sum of ranks would be enough to attack? Because they can right click on the creature and examine it, and the game will tell you if you evaluate that creature is easy for you or not. So we actually have a thing to do that. We actually have a way to do that, yes. We have a way. So yeah, you just examine the creature and the game tells you. Examine the creature, game tells you, and then you decide to attack anyway. Usually this is what happens. So you go, ah, okay, so I should not attack. And then you attack anyway. This is how it goes 99% of the time. And then you say, ah, yes, the game was right. I got killed. Okay, now we have to texture all the spikes. Oh my god, all the spikes. Jesus. We have to texture all the spikes as well. I thought I was done. No, huh? Crap. All the spikes are not textured yet, boys. Jesus. Or I can say Lanx. So the way they are textured now is super bad, so we're going to redo it. Because they are really textured badly. Let's say the good news is that probably we're gonna use a bone. Are we gonna use a bone? Good point. Yes, I would like to use a bone. I mean, I would like to use a bone for what? For this piece? Yeah, it's just for this piece, right? So this piece should be another texture. Yes. So this one will be bones. This one will be bones. Now we look a bit better than that, because now in Blender now we have a bone that is basically a white color, right? So it will be better than that. Not significant, I mean, not really better, but kind of, I mean, better than what you see now, yes. But I think that this part can still be, right? This part can still be our body thingy, or no? I think so. So do we texture them separately? I mean, do we texture this separate then? Yeah, probably. Because... yeah, because in theory that should be as big as the texture. Right? Yeah. Like this. I think like this is enough. And then this part will have to be... we have to decide, right? We have to decide what to do with that. I think my idea would be if we can have the bottom, but it's super stupid. It's not really possible, huh? To have the bottom. I mean, we can try this. Bah, maybe it's good enough, boys. Let's do it like this. Let's not go crazy, okay? Let's just do it and see how it looks in Unreal. Maybe it's good enough. Let's not go super crazy on this thing. Let's just do it. Let's just do it and see. And then we fix it if needed, but if not needed, we leave it as it is. Okay. Okay, so the one at the back are done. Now the one at the front, should they be all bone or not? How does you see on a distance most is strong for you, but it's not need anymore for now. Because I like to see the building take over, for example, trees wrapping them or body of water covering, especially also rocks and mines. Sometimes you see them and run fast in opposing way. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean by take over? By yeah, so you're a bit more better integrated into the scenery. Yeah, that I understand. It's not very easy for me to do though. That's the problem. But I understand what you are saying. Absolutely. This thing is super square. I don't know why. You see this? You see this part? This part is like square, 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 square. Like these two triangles are insanely. And this part. So it's like if a line, I mean, we miss a loop here, but I don't know exactly how to do. I mean, in theory, I can start from here, right? I can start from here and just go down like this and then go here and here, pretty much. And then we take all of this and we just merge it. The problem is that if I do that, yeah, that shit happens, right? Maybe like this it works. Can we do the same this side? You may say, oh, how you did it? I did scale 0 instead of doing merge. Because scale 0 is using the correct face and the scale not, so... Okay, so now we need just to be careful here and... and basically move this, right? The problem is, how can I do this? No, I have to do this, I guess. It really looks weird. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, here is super bad, but now it should be slightly better. Here is also kind of bad, but now will be slightly better. Here is super bad. Here, super bad. Here, well... Yeah, in theory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 7, 8. If they could 9, if they could move slightly more to the front, it will make this structure look more correct, right? Well, maybe not that much. And 1, 2, 3 maybe as well. And 1, 2, 3 maybe just a bit. Right, and now we do the same this side. Yeah, because it's really square. You know? We don't like square things, right? Imagine boobs being square. I mean, that would be very bad. Right? So that's a good example of why we like things to be round. Okay. Here we start to be in trouble for other reasons, because this part is also a bit too flat and whatever. But I think we can live with. I think this is exaggerated though. Okay, it should be slightly more round. Okay, slightly more round. Okay, about these things, do you think they should be full bone or not? Or should we do the same thing, like just the tip is a bone? Just the tip is a bone. Actually, here we did a bit more than a tip. Actually, here we did, well, in theory we could have done up to there and just the tip. Maybe it was a better idea. No, I have to redo it. So that just the tip is bone. Do you prefer all this bone or just the tip bone? I think here only the tip, probably. No, it's probably better. None of these things are textured at the moment, huh? Jeez. You know when you decide to do, say, okay, let's do a new building. Fuck that. Why we don't do a new building? Why I'm having such ideas, huh? Why I'm having these ideas? Why? Why? Probably not the full bone, as make them look like they're able to move, but it can do like in the muscles. Exactly, I agree. Not just integrate, but be taking a tree from the game and attaching this alien consumer to it, so that when the tribe is active, it consumes some tree, water, rocks, so if it's defeated, you have the normal tree back. What? What? Do you think these things are eating? Do you think these things are herbivore? How do you say in English herbivore? You will probably say it in a very weird way.
Herbivore.
Herbivore. No, that's no, how do you say? Wait. I pressed F12 for whatever reason. Ah, with the H, yeah.
Herbivore.
Herbivore! Obviously. Herbivore! Herbivore!
Herbivore.
Herbivore! Do you think that these things are herbivore? Do you think they are that? No, they are obviously eating humans. Like you. So I think a 3 is not doing any good. No? I like the idea of this next to the bone. Oh yes, I love that actually. Ah, that is the solution to all our problems. Also on this side. Oh, yeah. So we have to actually reverse everything. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Let me see if I can reverse everything. Can I? Rotate 180. G. Well, not really, but we'll have to see how it looks. But yeah. Yeah. That's fantastic. Love that. Yeah, but it cannot be that big, no? Nah, it cannot be that big. The thing is kind of small, so I think this thing should be maximum maximum this way, no? Yeah, I think the white part, I think it will look good. Being like that. I think so. No, they're all fucked. Huh? What? What do you mean? This is this? Weird. Pa pa ra pa 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 pam. Pa pa ra pa pam. Monkey Island, fantastic game. If you never played Monkey Island, go and play it. Try now. Pom param pom 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 pom. Okay, will not be that white, hopefully. Okay, I think we pretty much have this thing. So this is what I created today. Say, hey, what you created today? Well, I created this. And you may say, I think it looks like shit. Okay, fine, I still created it. It's very weird, actually. It is very weird. It is very weird, but we don't care, okay? We did it and now we use it. Well, if we don't like it, we scratch it. We always have the possibility to scratch it, okay? I mean, it's not that we have to use it, but we can see if we like it or not, right? Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time to see it here and see if we really dislike it or not. Let's see. I have no idea about the side. No, the sides I already kind of checked, so the sides may be okay actually. So this is this. Wow. Yeah, this backline, I have nothing, I cannot fix. I mean, it's too hard to fix. Because we are using repeated thingies. We are using repeated thingies, my boys. Here it is. Why this one is not textured properly? No. What is going on? Bones is missing. What? We are missing a vertex or what? No, I think that oh no. Oh no! We are missing vertexes, or it's just the usual back-facing shit? I think it's the back-facing shit. Because this program cannot understand back-facing by default. Huh? Yes, they are actually back-facing. Believe it or not. By the way, we took this from our creatures. Is the creature also having back-facing faces? Face. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There are 1 million back-facing faces. If you're a face, you don't want to back-face, right? Flip. Okay, now it should be less back-facing. I still won. Okay. Today I created this monster. Probably not the full bone and making them look like exactly. And not eating by using them as a source for energy minerals. Trees, for example, could also give them energy for bioluminescence. Water could supply them with gooey liquid. Minerals could provide them with material in their carapace. Okay, I see. Yeah, in theory, yeah, I kind of agree. In theory, our tribe system is capable of having our creatures farm, but in this iteration, I removed the farming because I think that it's the light. Is it the light or is it the texture that is fucked? I think it's the texture that is fucked. No. Because the texture is designed to be yeah. The texture is designed to be another way. So if you want to have a bone, you need the darker part on the left. And in the middle you can have your thingy. Okay, I understand. No, the back facing were selected separately. No. If we do this, yeah, maybe let's do this and fuck it. So basically, we need the black on the left. Okay. We need the black on the left. Because this is how this thing is designed. I mean how the texture is designed. And if we do it differently, it looks bad. I mean, yeah, I think in the future it would be nice to have them like farm or do things. But, you know, the problem of farming is that it's very easy for the players to abuse that as a technique to have the tribe not expanding, right? How do I want to do this? Because imagine, we discussed it the other day on the stream, right? Imagine that you do that, right? So you require the tribe to farm to expand. For example, we have one Gobble tribe that is doing that. So he expands only when he has enough material. It has enough materials, right? The problem of that is that if the players cannot camp, right, the road that the creatures are using to actually go farming, then the creatures cannot farm anymore, and so they will never expand, right? So you will have basically have the single guy, right, that is trying to expand his tribe and will never be able to. So unless our tribes become very, very smart, which is a possibility, but it will require some work. I think at the moment I disabled it because it will be too exploitable, right? Too easy to exploit, yeah. I mean, the transition is very, very hard, but I think it's better than not. I could also... Maybe the gray is too gray though. No, wait. Wait a second. I think the gray is too gray. So we use this part of the texture, which is actually whiter because the black is here, right? So we use only this part of the texture to do what we need. And yeah, they will overlap a bit, but who cares? Okay. Oh, I have to do then all the UV mapping, all the light maps, right? But even if all those would be dynamic, yeah, they're all dynamic, so in theory, no. But it's always good to have the light maps, right? Yes, much better. Yeah, it's better. Definitely better. Definitely better. Okay, we created this. We created this little monster. Now, if he could really shoot, I think I like him. If he could really shoot, this will be very nice. And also, if he could move a bit, right, that would be very, very nice. Now, in theory, to have him move is not that hard, right? Because we could just create a skeleton here, right? And then have a simple animation that is just trembling a bit. And it will actually, and in game, it will actually work. So I don't know if I want to do it, but I don't know. I mean, it's additional work. I mean, we could do it in theory for all the buildings, right? If all the buildings could move slightly. I don't remember where is it. The armature here, geometry armature, right? And then you create a new armature object, and then you start to don't even remember how to do it because I did it a long time ago, but I think you have to do, yeah, exactly, you have to do something like this, right? Now wait, let me delete it. Let me put my 3D cursor 000, so when we create a new armature is added there, right? I mean, this we do it just for fun, okay? Probably we will never use it for real, but or maybe yes, I don't know. By the way, this guy is not very centered now that I see. I will have to export it anyway. Again. Yeah, so you go in edit mode and then no, wait, I did a mess. What? I did a mess, wait. No. Now depends how detailed you want this to be, right? Probably like this is enough. Yeah. It also depends if you want to have the small things here move, right? Maybe you want to have those things move as well. Well, if you want, then you need at least one bone for each. Ouch. One bone for each, right? I don't know if I want to do it this way or I want to do it this way. But anyway, yeah, this will be like the bone structure, right? And then you associate this to this. And then you will have to do the weights, or we will have to see if you already associated like decent weights, right? Seems it didn't. Wait. No, it didn't. I think there is a way to do. I did it wrong. Because you can say you don't do it this way. Wait, you do it this way. You take this and this, and you say like set parent armature deform with automatic weights, right? So in theory now, our guy, yeah, you see, is moving. So now, now this guy's kind of moving. Now the problem is that these ones will be wrong, right? Yeah, this one will definitely be wrong because the weight. Yeah. The weight of this should completely exclude weight 0. Exactly. It's a bit annoying to do, but I think probably the only way to do it right is to go in edit mode of the object and exclude, wait a second, because otherwise it's too hard, right? So if we do this, and we hide everything else, right? Well, I think we can also take this and we hide and we hide everything else, right? And then, because Blender is kind of smart in that sense, right? And then you go weight paint. You see that it deleted that. I mean, deleted. It doesn't show it to you. So you can basically go and paint 0 more easily here. Without, now maybe we don't really want 0, 0, 0, right? Maybe we want some influence, but let me see. Maybe we want a slightly little bit of influence, I don't know. So that when that thingy moves, it's just a matter of how much time you want to put into this, right? It's just, I mean, everything is possible. It's just how much time you want to dedicate to this. So I think here we can do 100%, no? Or we want, yeah, I think this would be 100% probably. I mean, it would be nicer if it's a bit more elastic so that the bottom is, but okay, I'm not gonna do it now. You know, I think there is still some weight on the body, because you see that this, even if I do 100%, is not really. But okay, so now in theory we have the bones separate, right? And so now what I could do, well, the first thing to do is really to say that this is your base pose, right? Don't remember how to do it, but I think there is an alt something. There is an alt whatever where you say, what did I do? Fuck. I split the screen. Where you say that you want that to be your base pose. I don't remember how to do it. Rest position. Yeah, where you set basically your rest position. Animation. Because you always want to be able to go back to your rest position. Because if now I move it, right? If now I move it, and I do, I don't know. Yes. I mean, just to do a bit of a random test, okay? I'm not really moving it the way it should be moving, but right. The Incredible Machine. Incredible Machine was a kind of a fun game as well. Para 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 pa pam. Whoop! There it is. It's moving. It's alive. It is definitely alive. It's alive. I mean, it would be nice if sometimes it's moving like that, right? If he has like some random animations, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, if we want, we can have it. If we want, we can have it move. Yeah, it should be moved slower, obviously. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, in theory, you want to extend this to probably, I don't know, 120. Probably to 120, and you want to scale up the wall. I mean, if we really want to do it, but I'm not doing it. I'm not really doing it. You know? Yeah, you can just bring this to 120 and that to 15. No, and that to 60. So now it's like 4 times lower than before. It didn't work at all. Why? Oh? That is a bit strange. Because I did only one bone. Wait. Wait. I'm messing up a bit. Wait. What the? Why I cannot do pose mode? Huh? I can do pose. What? Okay, anyway. Yes. Exactly. You know? Now it's moving like that. And at a certain point, it's gonna shoot you. At a certain point, it's gonna shoot you. This things. It is kind of weird, actually. It is a bit of a weird thing. It is a bit of a weird thing, but okay, so now... No, but we don't want it like this, huh? So, do I have a way to keep it... like this, but export it without the armature, or no? Because now I want to export it back, but just as a normal guy, right? No, it's not possible. Nah. So I have to basically duplicate it, and then the child will be... So this will be animated, and this will be without animation. Right? Exactly. Okay, so if now I export not this guy, but this guy, right? Even if I have the other one that is animated, now when I re-import, this will not become animated, right? I move back, yes, because we moved it a bit back to center it. Okay. So yeah, it took me like 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. It took me 3 hours, but at the end of the 3 hours, oh my god, that's giant. Did we want it to be that big? No. No, it's too. No, it's too big. No, it's too big. I think it's too big, huh? It's strange because I took it from the creature. Maybe I scaled it. I don't know. Is it? So there is the comparison with the other objects. There is the comparison with the other objects. Yes. Yes, no, I think it's too big. How smaller? I think like 50%. I mean, I think that is really too big. 70%? I don't know. 70%. Okay, 70%. I think it may work. What do you think is a good size of this thing? 70%, 60. I think 70 is kind of, well, also 60 may be okay, actually. I think 60. Because I don't want anyway this building to occupy too much space. I mean, they can, yes, but Now, one problem will be the orientation, because our system is generating these things like in a random angle, right? And so this thing may be rotated in any direction. 2 meters. At the moment, this is, let me see, if I go 60%, because this was, at the moment, this was 7 meters. 7 meters is too much. But if I go 60%, no, can you scale it on, if I go 60%, right? I think it's still like 3 or 4 meters, but I think it's more reasonable. It's 4 meters, so it's double of a character, double of a cran. I think if I make it small, you think you should be smaller? I think smaller than this. I don't know, maybe. I mean, it is still kind of big, compared to a character. Well, let me see, compared to a character. I mean, we can actually go and walk there if we really want. I will have to go shortly, though. So that is compared to a character, right? I mean, to a big character, obviously, because if... That is compared to a big character. I mean, we can scale it more. It can be just like that, right? So... This is more of a smaller trap, but yeah, I think like this is also okay. Maybe I like it this way. Instead of like this. Maybe like this is still too much. It's too much, probably. Yeah, I think it's too much. I mean, seeing it next to the character, I think it looks a bit too much like this. Okay. So this is what? There is another 0.77. 0.77 of this. Scale 0.77. Okay. I mean, we can scale it up if we want later on, but so that probably there is more of a reasonable size. So now the question is, now the question is that I have to go, my boys. But the question is, if these guys are really gonna build a village, right, with these pieces. For example, these turrets, right, could do damage, could do range damage, and they can be a number. My problem is that they will have to build them with a specific angle, right? So, and I don't remember if in our database we have the angle for the location. I don't think so. Do we have the angle? Well, I can add it. I mean, it's not a big deal. I can add it. If I go under tribe recipe, right? When we create a new building, no, the reserve spot does not have a rotation. We can extend this so that he has a rotation. And so if the rotation is specified, right, is using a rotation, because obviously it would be very nice, right, just from the visual point of view, right, from the visual point of view, that the turrets are all around, right, are all around and looking to the outside, right. and looking outside, right? They would be much better. And they can have many, right? They can have many turrets all around the city like that, right? So they can have those things. Maybe the turrets will defend, right? The turrets. I think turrets there will be many. I think the turrets will be like the easiest one, the most common one, and then these ones will be probably to protect the central hive. I think this hive there may be one or two, but I think that there will be like something in the center. Maybe only one. I don't know. One or two of these hives, because I can decide exactly the distribution, right? But these turrets, I think there will be many. There will be turrets all around. The hive in the middle, together with these buildings, these other buildings, which I don't know what they do, but we will decide what they do, right? So then maybe the two hives can also be close to each other. And then this one are still traps, right? Maybe. Or we can say that these are traps, right? And these ones are also protective buildings. Buildings that we have to protect, right? So maybe these things are there and these things are here, right? So maybe something like that. And so there are multiple layers of... And they will stay here, right? They will stay here somehow. And they will defend their village. Now, I think the best would be if inside the village there is a kind of a resource that the players want, right? And yeah, maybe. I don't know. I will think about it. Okay, guys, I need to go. But thank you for watching. I think we definitely made some progress. I will take a screenshot of this and send it to our Patreons, just because I love them so much. Yeah. And we will see. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. Meanwhile, if you want to click follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that's always a good idea. And also, if you want to play our game is available to download. It's actually released. You can play it for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Just go to our website and click on download now, and it will be there. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Should we do a raid? It's a long time we don't do a raid to anyone. People are raiding me and I'm not raiding anyone back, which is very rude actually. It's very, very rude. Can we search some Unreal Engine, guys? EU5 refactoring. What is this guy doing? I don't know. Let's take this guy randomly. Yeah, he's working with Unreal anyway. Okay, let's raid this guy. Stay for the raid. Say hello when we join. Yep, the raid is ready. So, yeah. I will see you soon, guys. Bye. Bye.